yeah, being Muhammad Ali's daughter, obviously a lot of people were, first of all, they said it wasn't just that I was too pretty to be a boxer, so that got very irritating. Because first of all, look at all the look at my dad. He's one of the most beautiful men out there. Right? I mean, but no one was like, you're too, I mean, he told everybody he was too
I
pretty.
know, he did.
Yeah, but they didn't say that to him. There's a lot of, he's gonna remind you every day.
Right.
But but I would tell people you can't be concerned about the way you look as a fighter. That was the furthest thing from my mind. So, but that's something that constantly came up and still comes up. So I was being discriminated against because I was too pretty.
Right.
Even by the female fighters. The women that were in the game had animosity towards me, not only because of that, but because I was Muhammad Ali's daughter getting all this attention.
Right.
And instead of seeing it as, well, this is great for the sport, let me go on and get her and beat her, and then it'll be good, they just wanted to speak negatively about me. So there was a lot of challenge. I had to gain my respect, which I had no problem with. That's why I love Michelle over there, because she reminded me of myself so much. But I was like, I'm going to show them, I'm going to beat you with my C game. I would say like that. I'm going to use your line. You might hear me say that. I'll give credit to you, though.
Right.
But I'm using that line. But that's how I felt.
Yeah.
So you're a wife, you're a mother, you're awesome, but how do you recharge with everything that you have going on? How do you recharge?
I don't think I've actually fully recharged my battery in a while. It's like I just get a little bit, you do it with your phone, just a little juice to keep going. But what I do on a regular basis, one thing that I do consistently that I take time out for myself to do, which I enjoy, is I go get my nails done and my pedicure twice a week. And that's like my time to myself, where I try not to be on the phone and I used to have a nail salon when I started boxing, so that's like really important to me. And I get a massage on a regular basis. I have a woman who comes to my house and gives me a massage. But one thing that I'm really on top of myself about, in fact, I was just talking to Amber about this other day, that I feel like I have the answer to, and I'm irritated with myself because I'm like, I have this answer, but I'm still not doing it, is I need to start meditating more. I need to connect on the conscious level, and I understand that's what my spirit needs, but to stop down and do it, it takes work. I'm just trying to get myself to that place. So that's something that I'm working on, and that's something I think will help anybody more than you could even possibly imagine.
Yeah.
Often you talk about your to-do list, as you did with these graduates at Wellesley, but what's on your do not do? We all make like to do, but what's your do not do that, looking back now, were mistakes and you shouldn't have done them?
Things I should not have done. That's an interesting question. I mean, little things all the time. You make mistakes all the time. But in terms of my career path, which has been extraordinarily circuitous, I can't think of anything I wouldn't have done. I mean, obviously it ended up pretty well, so I really can't complain. And I mean, I joke about the fact that, obviously I took a huge cut in pay when I worked and spent so many years in government, but that's where I met the First Lady and the President. So if I hadn't been working for Mayor Daley, then I wouldn't have met them. And there were people who thought when Harold Washington unfortunately died and then Mayor Sawyer was elected, that after Mayor Daley won, that I should have left, because Mayor Daley was he'd run against Harold Washington, and how could I be a part of his administration? But I was still really enjoying what I was doing, and so a lot of people thought that was a mistake. So people have questioned my decisions all along the way, and I will say I've questioned myself sometimes, but so far, so good. Really so good. I'm all right with what I'm doing.
You talked about Valerie's Act 1 in Chicago and looking outside and being miserable at what you were doing despite your parents' perspective. And Valerie's Act 2 is obviously spectacular in having the privilege of working with the administration and the First Lady and the President. What is Valerie's Act 3?
I will tell you if you promise not to tell my daughter.
I won't.
I'd like to be a grandmother. But not right now. So I'm like micromanaging my daughter, and she's paying no attention to me whatsoever. Because I'm like, I think you should wait 2 more years. And she's like, why? Because you'll be back home. I go, yes. And so I'm looking forward to, I really am looking forward to being a grandmother. Everybody, any grandparents in here? Is it like the best thing in the world? Everybody says it is just wonderful. So I'm going to get some sleep. We were talking earlier about how little I sleep.
She sleeps 5 hours.
5 hours, but I'm awake. I mean, I'm like jolted out of the bed after 5 hours, scared to death, worried about what's going to happen. Not that I know anything you don't know, so go ahead. But so just take it easy for a little while, figure it out. I've never planned since that first plan that didn't work out so well. I've kind of just like gone where the water took me, so we'll see.